Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2 Zodiac Brave Story on the Mysterious GG. Last time we did a little side quest here where we helped some dude find some missing capsules of drugs that his unit was supposed to be testing, but lost by putting them in treasure chests and forgetting them, I guess. One of them was out of sync with the rest of the universe, I guess. I don't know. This game can be confusing sometimes. I do want to level up our characters. I think I've been leveling up, to the extent I'm leveling up any of our monsters, I was leveling up Cie'th, because it's the one that we'd be most likely to get some use out of in a boss battle. But, probably not going to get all that powerful before we're loading, probably most likely. But really we want to level up Sarah and Stud, aka Noel. So far, I don't know that I was always being super smart with what crystals I use certain things on, but we want to make sure that for big crystals, this is a long-term strategy that you will see come to fruition whenever we get around to loading the state after I've done all the grinding. We've only got 3 roles we can choose from now: Commando, Ravager, or Sentinel. On the big crystals, you want to use, like, you get different bonuses on the big crystals depending on which role you use. Commando gives you +2 strength, Ravager gives you +2 magic, Sentinel gives you +2 hit points. Eventually we'll get 3 more roles unlocked: Saboteur, Synergist, and Medic. Medic will give you +6 hit points, and then Sentinel or Saboteur will give you +2 to magic or +2 to strength, depending on whether you're in an odd level going to an even level or an even level going to an odd level. Synergist is the same way. You can get plus strength or plus magic or plus hit points. As a result, there's 3 different ways to get +2 to magic: using a Ravager on a big crystal, or using Synergist or Saboteur when you have an even level. So that's 3 different ways to level up magic, which means that basically for her entire chrysanthemum progression, you can make sure to optimize Sarah's magic and build that up higher. For Noel, usually they recommend you build up his strength because he's better overall commando. There's really only 2 ways to do that, which is a commando crystal on the big crystal, or a saboteur where you have an odd level. Which means that for him, you will run out of opportunities to get +2 attack, and we'll have to pick either hit points or MP to concentrate on after that. Or you can just randomly do them as you go and not pay that much attention. Doesn't make a huge difference, but in the spirit of doing what I did off screen, I'm going to try to maximize Sarah's use of Ravager stuff on mostly on the big crystals, and I'll learn Commando and Sentinel stuff to the extent that I learn any Sentinel stuff. I'll stick with doing on the small ones. See that little Ravager bonus at the end. When you get to the end, it says Crystarium expanded, or Chrysanthemum expanded, and you get to choose one of these boosts. You can either unlock the Saboteur role, you can get a boost for Ravager or Commando. This is not what I thought it was. The very first time I got Ravager bonus boost, because I thought, oh, maybe this means when I use a Ravager level on a big crystal, I'll get +3 magic instead of +2. That is not what it means. Increase ATB gauge, that's probably the most useful thing at this point, actually. And you get another big crystal. You get 2 big crystals in a row, and you finish a chrysanthemum. and the number of points needed for each crystal increases gradually as you go around. So as you saw, she actually got significantly more powerful there. Without leveling them up, she's got more hit points than Noel, which would not be the normal thing. Noel will typically always have somewhat lower magic than Sarah, but higher attack and higher hit points, because this game is sexist. Although Sarah does not look like a girl who is like particularly rough and tough and durable, in fairness. So we'll do the opposite with him. We're going to kind of ignore Sentinel, and he'll get his Commando crystals on the big crystals and his Ravager skills on the little ones. Although I really shouldn't care about it that much, because I know I'm going to be loading the game eventually, and none of this will really matter for anything except showing it off on screen. Alright, again, I'm in the spirit of doing it the way that I did it off screen. And eventually we will get to the point where, and this is before level 60 for pretty much all of the skills, you will no longer be learning new abilities. It's just, all you're doing by leveling up a role is, you know, getting points. You know, more hit points, more attack, more magic, whatever. So, like, rushing through, there's no reason to rush any of them through to level 99 and max it out, but you may want to rush through to the point where you've learned the last skill for that role, and then start working on something else. So I'll also give him an ATB gauge. As you can see, instead of being offered Saboteur, he's offered Synergist. And it does turn out that for whatever reason, they make him a better Synergist and her a better Saboteur. And now that everyone's fully leveled up, she still has slightly more hit points than him. I'm surprised by that. But you can actually see his overall stats are better than hers. If you add their magic and attack. Yeah. All right, so they should hopefully both be a little bit more durable right now. Yeah,
but now it's gone.
Once it was a cemetery, now it's gone.
Let me know. It's driving me crazy.
So she really wants to see the gravestones. She's told us this before.
If a gate leads to another reality, does that mean there's another me somewhere in that world? I think about it sometimes. I mean, maybe I don't really exist, and I'm just a character.
Maybe I should find some people I actually know to talk about this with instead of you. You definitely want to stagger the pulse knight before it can recover. Now we lost our chance to get a quick stagger on it, it looks like. Head spin. I can't tell you the last time I actually saw it get to use its head spin attack. Usually kill these things in seconds. I was fighting a bunch of them off screen because I needed to get skills from it to level up a different type of monster, so I had to get more than one of them. I guess I need to get... Pulling out Cie'th. As you can see, Cie'th kind of shares a HP meter. Like, your monsters all share the same HP meter. So when I switched from word Scandroid to Cie'th. Cie'th was also like 10% health remaining.
I better make the most of it before I wake up.
So we found something else. We found a rune bracelet. What's your deal?
You're all the way out here on your own, huh? You must be stronger than you look.
He's the strong one, not me.
He's got the big one.
Partner. That's important.
Wait a minute. No, we're not like that. Pretty cool, huh?
It's another gate. Are these all linked to different time periods?
They're all linked to the year
That's
10 as
true.
fuck.
Timelines must be pretty tangled. Alyssa, when did these portals first appear?
I want to talk about whether there's another me in another
It's
reality.
like they'd always been there, and one day we finally noticed.
So they took everyone by surprise. Either that or someone's been hiding them.
What?
What are these gates anyway?
What's going on, Holmes? They're really useful portals. They cause the paradox effects. What does the Academy think? Are they constructed devices? Are they constructed devices, I guess.
They look like some sort of device.
A magical
The design
device?
seems too deliberate to be natural.
That's one of our theories. Like, maybe there's a foul seed we don't know about, who built these gates as a way to invade Cocoon.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I hope that's the case. I hope a big false sea invasion's on its way. I'd rather just avoid these guys. Mana droplets.
So, about Alyssa, you think we can trust her?
I'm listening in right now.
It does kind of feel like she's using us, huh? That's okay.
Some people want to be used by you, and
When I
some
was a
folks want to
kid,
use you.
I knew
I
a
think I
guy
got
around
that
the same
backwards, though.
age. We didn't get along too well. He was always trying to get me to do his share of the work. Then one day he asked me to go hunting with him. I refused. I'd had enough of being bossed around.
His name was Yor, the hunter from the future.
So he ended up heading out alone. And that was the last time I saw him.
Wow, you're clearly
If I had
responsible
just
for his
sucked it up
death.
and gone hunting with him, he might still be alive.
No.
So now I just do my best to help out. It's better than dealing with the alternative. That's
So there was definitely a platform where it looked like there was, I'm not trying to creep on Sarah, as strange as this might look. There was a platform, oh, maybe it's this, I don't think you can even get over there. I think that's purely, oh no, you can. Okay, so that is what I was seeing. You can in another time period. Yeah, I thought there was a camera shot that set us up where we could see an Inviso treasure over there somewhere that I figured we were missing, and because it hadn't popped up. But you actually can get over there later on in the game. Okay. Well, that being the case, I guess the next logical place to try to make progress. That is some kind of ritual. You know what I mean? I don't care about you guys. It would be useful to get a pulse-work knife for the boss fights ahead. Then again, I must have saved a slot somewhere where we've taken care of some of this. Be on the safe side and make sure I don't miss anything. I'm avoiding using all the different staggered save slots I've got. But in fact,
It's Atlas!
It's Atlas in. You just Paradox X been messing with our supplies, says Atlas.
We've detected a large energy surge in the center of the ruins. Another unknown device has appeared.
Did the device appear along with Atlas?
Is it a magical device, as I said earlier?
If Atlas is a weapon built by humans, they must have designed a way to stop it.
Says
That
you.
machine showing up is no coincidence.
Right.
Two choices. We try that new device and hope it controls Atlas. Or do it the old-fashioned way and fight him head-on. No regrets, no looking back.
What does Alyssa think? I live in the moment. I'm not sure. What does Mog think? Let's ask Mog.
Hey, Mog, what do you think about all this?
I think I like Sarah more than I like Noel. Kupo.
Ouch. You know I have feelings, right?
I feel like I don't like you. That's what I feel. Oh, these little guys fight them. Especially because at this point I don't know how I get out of there without encountering them. So yeah, these are the little guys that you encounter in the very beginning of the game, and we can fight them here too. feel like one of them dropped a crystal. I'm not sure. Nope. Could have sworn there was something hidden over here before. I don't know. Well, we got some Gaishaw greens, and we certainly haven't captured these monsters yet, but the capture rate on this flying giant floral guy is really low. So I spent a lot of time trying to capture this guy with no luck. He is, after all, a serial killer. Starting to think we should have destroyed the other ones first. Oh. You know what? We're hosed. Can I retry this? Yeah. I'm not used to having such a low-level party. Just gonna try to avoid them. Get that tough to Phoenix down. Save the game over the same slot, I hope. I just want to show you what happens if
the giant you want to take down. Then take a look around.
See what happens if you actually take on this giant without doing that side quest they said with finding the control panel. Just want to show that off real quick.
You know I'm counting on you. Everyone is.
There he is.
And not looking too happy.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. I think we got this. We defeated him before. Okay, maybe we don't have it.
The journey is over.
Okay, so that's what happens if you try to take it on without doing the side quest first. It is possible, particularly through the magic of there is a mechanic in the game where you can quote seal a gate and then go through it and play the plot stuff over again. And if you do that after you've leveled up to the point where you're basically powerful enough to win the game, certain unwinnable fights like that become winnable. This is annoying. See, one thing I'll say for Final Fantasy XIII, no random encounters. You always knew where enemies were. Sometimes you couldn't advance without fighting them, but you never had to just like deal with like random encounters that you have no control over, slowing you down when you have a specific thing you're trying to do. Whereas here, I'm trying to advance through story stuff to let you guys kind of see. God damn it. I did not intend for her to die. I suppose I could be using... Phoenix down. And we got a crystal out of that. So what I'm more curious about than anything else is whether Sarah and Noel will have the same amount of hit points or chrysanthemum points after this. They do. So even if a character dies in battle, they still get chrysanthemum points. I think we were probably only 1 or 2 levels away from being able to handle that giant monster. What do you think? But it might be worth changing our party paradigms around to get rid of the Zwerg Scandroid, which is pretty freaking useless, and replace it with scary monster here. And then we can have relentless assault by using Noel as a Ravager. What's your deal?
If it's the giant,
I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to this,
you
like,
know I'm counting on you.
this guy.
Assembling monsters created by the foul Cie'th.
Yeah, we already got this quest. I feel like we're missing a side quest that I should have done, but I do remember where the Cie'th is, so we can go deal with him. Yeah, see, if it's a pulse knight, it's vaguely worth it. So it would be handy to have this guy in our party. Now he's staggered and half of us have been knocked up in the air, so that's kind of annoying. But no crystal drop. We could get potent bolts. We would use those to level up mechanical creatures, such as that one. We could have used those to level up this Zwerg Scandroid. Now, speaking of which, I guess we could level up our Cie'th a little more. So see, now they're costing 2 each instead of 1. Yeah. But we're most of the way around this little custom Cie'th chrysanthemum. Not all monsters have their own neat, customized looking chrysanthemums, but Cie'th kind of does. Managed to avoid them. They just... If we got them in our party, they would just be kind of boring commandos. Orange newsboy cap. Great. That's important that we achieve that. Meanwhile, there's a battle with a Cie'th to be fought. And you are all glowing with excitement. Oh, but I gotta kill these guys before I can get the treasure chest? Alright, can do. You're a big boy! That gets particularly fun because through the magic of DLC, we can get plot characters from previous games, including female plot characters, which will lead to Sarah saying to a woman, "You're a big boy!" Target located. Oh, I guess that's what we got by using Mog there. Oh, I forgot. You can actually go to this screen, similar to what we had in the last game. I thought about it because it says untamable. It will actually tell you whether a monster is tameable, already tamed, or untamable. And the Cie'th type enemies are all untamable, which is unfortunate because I think it would be fun to have them on your party. So this will be... I don't remember this having been a particularly difficult fight, but I fought this with a party that was pretty well leveled up for this stage of the game. Actually, it's already going terribly, so... I think we need the medic. Because every time this thing uses magic on Sarah, she's pretty close to being wiped out. Physical attack's not so bad, but when it busts out the magic, we get to be in bad shape pretty quickly. Well, we can't tame it, so other than it giving us better drops if we beat it faster, the quest just requires us to beat it. It's not going to care how many stars we get. So, 3 stars is fine. We got no spoils, but we will have one. We got the gas fragment, and we obtained 600 CP. We don't even have someone to report this to. We'll just now have NPCs in the background talking about the fact that we defeated a ghast. We got a star pendant. Collector of stars. What is the live of... What? Why does it say live? Oh. We can talk to him.
Is Atlas used in some war that happens in the future?
No, Atlas is used to collect physical maps.
Let me think. Yeah, I remember this.
Are you forgetting stuff?
My
I drank a
memories
lot.
are unreliable. There are events I should remember, but my memory is hazy, like I'm seeing them through fog glass.
But it's okay. I just
Not
go to
this
Fox
time.
News and they tell me what
I
happened.
remember this one. There was a war, hundreds of years before I was born. That's when Cocoon crashed into Pulse.
Stop joking around. Yeah, it was caused by immigrants. Stop joking around. You mean 5 years ago? When does that happen? What about the Crystal Pillar?
Wait, you're not talking about what happened 5 years ago. That was the day my sister disappeared into the pillar.
I thought you didn't think
The
she
day of
disappeared into the pillar.
Ragnarok is recorded as a separate event. The final fall of Cocoon happens much later.
In the year
If we travel
AF
to the
as
future,
fuck.
maybe we can stop it.
The year
Who's to say
AF
what's
as fuck.
possible? That could be the reason we're here in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, if I'm being honest. Track down Atlas. Can we control Atlas? I feel like I missed a quest. Like I'm supposed to be finding supplies. I feel like I missed a side quest. Yeah, what the hell? We'll try one more time. Then I give up on fighting these guys. We're just gonna load after we've already got all the monsters that we need. But you can see how they work the same way as they did in the past game. They take like no damage until they're staggered. Very minor damage we're doing right now. And no crystal. But we do get a nice close-up of our giant mouth monster friend. Alright guys, so I feel like I missed a little side quest, and I do want to show off as many of those as I can, because typically they affect getting all the fragments. So we've got 5 out of 160 fragments, and usually you get fragments by doing the side quests. And you can't get the best ending for the game without getting all the fragments. And you know what? I'm an elf here. I might as well try for all of them. I might reach a point with this game where I'm kind of tired of it, and just like show you the ending by just just using somebody else's footage of the secret ending, which isn't all that impressive, honestly. But for now, I'm planning on getting all of them. And we will continue our work towards that goal next time. On the Mysterious JG, thank you very much for watching. I hope you join me next time for more of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Bye-bye.